Hi everyone, my name's Wendy from Boyum IT. Today I would like to talk to you about one of our products called CRM for Outlook and its reporting. This product will help you stay connected and enable you to access and view your customers' information and sales history instantaneously. No doubt it will lead to an increase in your productivities and business. The idea of this software came about because we realized there is a large amount of communication takes place in Outlook, and at the same time there is a large amount of transactions going on in SAP Business One. So we would like to bring them together and give you the best of both worlds by getting them to talk to each other. Fresh out of the box, without much configuration, CRM for Outlook can help you manage customers, track conversations, and transactions. So now let's have a look at how that works. Back in my Outlook, you will see that I have a new ribbon. Actually, I have two. One is my data, one is relating to a customer information. So how that works is when you highlight an email, we look up the email address of the sender, and then we try to match it with the email addresses of the contacts in SAP Business One. And when we find a match, we will display the relevant customer information in here. Everything in this ribbon, all the items are all clickable so that you can drill into further information. If this senders belongs to two different customer or business partners, we actually can let you select which one you want to view. In this case, if we look at the other business partner that linked to this email address, this is a supplier. The information all change. And if I switch back to the customer, then you will see this is the customer information. I can open the customer's BP master data by clicking here, or I can open by clicking here. Either way, it works. And you can see that we actually give you a window almost identical to the SAP Business One's Business Partner Master Data window. All the information are drawn from SAP Business One. You have the contact person, addresses, and UDFs. You can also have a choice to open in SAP Business One if you have the client installed and opened. You can update any of the information. Then next, we give you a map of the location of the customers, and you can also look up directions here. Down here, you can dial direct to telephone or fax if you have those software installed. In this case, I have Skype. If I click here, my Skype will open with a window, and I can just call and dial direct without having the need to use my mobile or use my telephone. Then here it shows the industry and the country. And down here is the account balance. And because the account balance is a bit long, so we have shortened it with the hash sign here. So this is also clickable. When I click on it, it asks me if I wanted to open an SAP Business One. So once we click that, the system will pop open the SAP Business One with the account balance here. Then I'm able to see the website of the customer. And because this is demo data, so it doesn't really take us anywhere. On this side, we have the performance indicator, and each of this is clickable. So let's have a look at the year-to-date sales. Again, we can click to see in SAP Business One. You can see the analysis report is open and with everything filled in for you. All you have to do is just click OK. This is particularly suitable for directors, executives who doesn't have time to learn how to navigate within SAP Business One, and everything is filled in for them, and all they have to do is just click OK. Then we have the top 5 sold items to this customer. You can see all this information here. Next, when we click here, you will see that we can actually select UDFs to display. For this demo, I have selected 3 UDFs. Not only seeing the UDFs, we can actually update. So if I go Control click, I'm able to update the value in this UDF. Then we have the information relating to the sender, which is the contact. Again, I can click on any of that, or I can just click the down arrow here, and then I can change any information that I want. So let's say I'm not an account manager anymore, I am a sales manager. So I can just update here, click OK, and we have a little notification telling you that it's updated successfully. And you will see information now it's changed. We can go back to SAP to check. Under the contact persons, you can see that now my position has changed and updated to sales manager. And that is how quick that is. It's instantaneous. If you use MailChimp, using here, you can actually update all the MailChimp information when you click here. We also have UDFs that relating to the contact, which you can also update. Then I would like to talk to this open item section, and then we'll go back to here. So in the open item, when you click the down arrow, we give you all different types of this marketing document. And I can click any of them to show me all the information. And you will see this little window that contains the detail, just like what you see in the relationship map. So let's say I wanted to open this particular sales order. Once I click it, I'm able to see a window opened in Outlook. This form is like what you see in SAP Business One. It contains the item, prices, quantity. We have information on logistic, the UDFs, and I will explain tracking in a minute. So if you still wanted to see the real thing, we give you a button to open in B1, so you can just click here, and then the actual documents will open here for you. Okay. So now we're back in this section. First, you are able to create the 3 different types of documents. You can have an activity, service call, and sales opportunities. The good things about creating an activity here from Outlook is when you click, the contents of your emails is automatically copied to the contents in the activity. So now you can just click OK and save the activity to SAP Business One. As you can see, again, we have a pop-up notification. Then I can go back in SAP Business One to double check to see if the activity is created. So now, if I go and look at view related activities, I will see straight away the one that I just created is here. Okay, and we can drill into to see that the content is copied here. Then we can look at the trackings. What are the tracking? The tracking is for you to keep track of all emails or documents relating to a particular sales campaign or project or a dispute or whatever for whatever special reason you wanted to keep track. So what we'll do is, for instance, if I have a campaign, I wanted to say this sales quotation as a result of my campaign, so I can control click. I can also, and you will see the tracking from 7, it changed to 8. I can track my sales order, which is the same, come from the same campaign. I can again control click. So now I can come back and click the down arrow and see all the relevant emailed and marketing documents that's relating to my campaign. If I made a mistake or the tracking is no longer required, I can just go control click, and this will delete the tracking. And we can't delete the document because the document in SAP, as you know, it can never be deleted. Then we have a timeline. It's just in chronological order. All the activities and documents is created for this partner. Next, we're going to have a look at the reports. This report needs to be created using our B1 Usability Pack SQL report functions. Once you created them, you can just install and run them in here. So we can have a look at a few of them. This one is all transactions relating to this customer in a grid form. We look at another report which is in graph, is sales by year, and you can see that we can also change it to other formats as well if you want. We have e-learning videos in YouTube to show you how to make this report. And then lastly, we're going to look at a report that is in pie chart. Okay. So you might ask me, what if I have a sender whose email is not in SAP Business One because it's a brand new contact? So what you're going to do is you can tell the system whether this is not a B1 contact or it is a B1 contact, because the sender could be your personal friends and you just want to receive personal email. Then you will click this. The next time our system won't look for a match. If it is a B1 contact, all we have to do is just click this. This is a B1 contact. You will notice our system automatically puts the domain part of the email here and try to search it. And of course, this is Gmail and can't search anything. So what we'll do is we type in the name. Let's say this email address belongs to microchips. So I just need to type part of the name and click here. As you can see, we are capable of handling multiple databases. So we find microchips in 3 different databases, and then we ask you which one you wanted to add this contact to. So I select the first one. I give it a position. This is a sales rep, and I click OK. So now you can see it's been added successfully, and the information straight away display in here. Okay, microchips information. Then you might ask me, what if I'm looking at microchips and I'm thinking of some other customer? I wanted to see other customers' information, like microchips competitor. Or I have a customer that's brand new. It's not even in my database. I want to add them. So the way to do it is we look for find. If I am looking at microchips and thinking about the ADA technology, I can just type here and do a search. As you can see, the 3 different ADA technology find, and you can select which one you want to look at the details here. You can see there's open items relating to the customer, the tracking, and the contacts. So let's say I have a brand new customer. It's never been entered into SAP Business One. Then what do I do? So first I will search the name to make sure it indeed not in SAP Business One. I will search for Kevin Smith, and Kevin's not here. So now I can click my Add New Business Partner button, choose the database I want to add this business partner, and then I have the BP master data window. I give it a number, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And here I just put Kevin Smith and click OK. So now we have the notification again saying that's successful. And I can go in B1 to check that it's indeed added in my database. So now this is added. This ribbon, remember, is information all relating to the customer. So in this ribbon, we also have the settings. In these settings, you can choose the language. The default is English. You can also choose to open all the document we just looked at inside Outlook. The other choice is you can open it in SAP Business One when it's available. So for me, I just choose it inside Outlook. Also, you can select which type of documents you wanted to look at. If I am a trading company, I probably would never need to look at service call. So you can uncheck that. Or I won't look at incoming payment and outgoing payment through Outlook. I would just leave it in SAP Business One. So now let's have a look at the second ribbon. The second ribbon is relating to my data. Everything is relating to me. The three databases, and if I change to another company, the views change straight away. Okay. So first, with this My Data, we need to go customize what we'd like to see. If I'm a salesperson, of course, I only wanted to see sales-related transactions. And if I'm a buyer, then I would like to see this type of transactions. You can, of course, create one view for sales and another view for purchasing. After you create a view, then we have something called My View. If you select it, then we will tell you under the upcoming, and then we'll also show you what's overdue. So as you can see, upcoming I only got one, but overdue I have lots. All the marketing documents here is relating to me, my activity, my service call, and all that. Okay. We also have a performance indicator that's relating to me, all the sales that I made, which is going up, which is good. It's the same function as the other one. We give you an additional report in here, which is the absentee report. If you use the human resources, you are able to see the absentee reports here. The report here is very similar to the customer ribbons report. The only difference is the customer's reports here are all relating to this particular customer. Whereas in my ribbon, the report, it can be any customer because it's for me, only for me to look at. You can compare the difference. In SAP, we have this report that I set up, SQL report, which is show all the outstanding documents for different customers. I also have a simple chart report for all customers as well. Now, both of these reports I have installed in the ribbon here. So first we can look at this one. It's the same report with all different customers. Then I have the chart report here. Again, it is the report that's for different customers here. To install a report is actually pretty simple. I just need to click the down arrow and select here to configure the report. First, I will click Add UF SQL report. Then this field will become active. All you have to do is just click the down arrow and select the one that you want. So if I wanted to select here, I can just select that. And select the type, if it is a grid type report or a chart type of report. And after that, all I need to do is just click OK. Then we look at this create new section. Last but not least, besides the 3 different types of transactions you can create it in here, you can also create register absence. Executive directors and all that, they often have their staff written to them wanting a day off or not well and all that. So now you can easily just select the name, put in the day, the reason, and approve by home here. We also have the UDF that you can use if you wanted to, and then you just click OK. Alright, so that will give you a notification. This is CRM for Outlook in a nutshell. How to create a SQL report. As I mentioned before, we have a very detailed e-learning in YouTube. You can have a look. You can also write to us. If you like a trial version, you can write to us at sales@boyum-it.com and we will give you a license for trial. If you have any questions, you're welcome to write to support@boyum-it.com. Thank you very much for your time.